You know, the war on cancer, it's entering a completely new era. So forget what you thought you knew. We're standing on the edge of a revolution, and today we're going to dive into the breakthroughs that are literally rewriting the rules of this fight.
So let's start with a number, 75%. Take a good look at that, because it's more than just a statistic. It is a massive wake-up call. This is the projected increase in new cancer cases that we are facing by the year 2050. The challenge is just immense, and yeah, the clock is ticking.
And this isn't just a health crisis, not by a long shot. It's also a crisis of inequality. As you can see here, a staggering 70% of all cancer deaths happen in low and middle-income countries. This fight, it's about so much more than just science. It's about justice. Let's keep that in mind as we go.
Okay, so where do we even begin with a problem this big? Well, you start by changing the game completely. We're seeing this huge shift away from reacting to cancer to getting ahead of it, becoming proactive and catching it before it even has a chance to take hold. What if, just imagine, what if we could detect cancer with a single drop of blood? It sounds like science fiction, but it's not. It's happening right now. We have new tests that can spot 18 different types of early-stage cancer with incredible accuracy just by looking at the proteins in your blood. And for those really tough, elusive cancers like pancreatic cancer, there's a new test called Pac-Man that's showing it can find the signs from that one single drop. This is an absolute game changer.
And if that wasn't mind-blowing enough, look at this. This is where artificial intelligence enters the picture. Meet Sybil. It's an AI model developed by scientists at MIT, and what it does is just incredible. By analyzing a low-dose CT scan, Sybil can predict a person's risk of getting lung cancer up to 6 years into the future. That's long before a human radiologist might ever see anything suspicious. It's like having a crystal ball for one of the world's deadliest cancers.
Okay, so catching it early, that is huge, but it's just the first step. Once we've found the enemy, we have to neutralize it. And that's where our next front in this war comes in. Smarter, way more personalized treatments that attack the cancer and only the cancer. The key idea here is something called precision oncology. Now, instead of the old way of, carpet bombing the body with chemotherapy, this approach is more like a sniper mission. The treatment is specifically tailored to the unique genetic and molecular fingerprint of a single person's tumor. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The experts are all in on this. Sijin Wang, the CEO of Genetron Health, calls this the best new weapon to defeat cancer. That's not just hype, that's a sign of a massive paradigm shift. So how does this whole sniper mission actually work? Well, it's basically a three-step process. First, scientists sequence the tumor's DNA. Next, they hunt for the specific, unique mutations that are driving that particular cancer. You can think of them like the cancer's fingerprints left at a crime scene. And finally, they match those fingerprints to a drug that is designed to target that exact vulnerability.
And two of the most exciting examples of this, they involve harnessing the power of our own bodies. So, on one side, you have personalized vaccines. They use the same mRNA tech from the COVID jabs to literally train your immune system to go hunt down cancer cells. And on the other side, you have CAR T therapy, where a patient's own immune cells are taken out, genetically engineered into cancer-killing assassins, and then put back in. This therapy has seen patients in remission for over 12 years, which is incredible. Now, it is worth noting the FDA is also looking into potential risks, which is what they should do, making sure safety is always the top priority.
Now, these new treatments aren't just more effective, they're also just more humane. The next front in this war is all about improving the patient experience. Because let's be honest, fighting cancer shouldn't have to consume your entire life.
I mean, just look at this comparison. For a drug called atezolizumab, which is a common treatment for things like lung and breast cancer, patients used to have to sit there and endure an IV infusion that could take up to an hour. But now, thanks to a new formulation, they can get that same exact dose in a simple 7-minute injection.
7 minutes. I mean, think about what that really means. It's not just some small convenience. It is a huge difference that gives patients back precious hours of their day, and it frees up vital time and resources for the entire healthcare system. It's a win-win. And while we're at it, say goodbye to the dreaded surgical biopsy. The future of diagnosis is here, and it's called the liquid biopsy. Instead of a really invasive procedure to cut out tissue, a simple blood test is often all it takes to unlock a ton of information about a patient's cancer. It just makes the whole process faster and way less stressful.
So we've seen these incredible innovations in prediction and treatment and patient care. But for this last part, let's connect all these amazing breakthroughs back to that big global challenge that we saw right at the beginning.
I want to show you one final, really hopeful example. Researchers recently announced the single biggest breakthrough in cervical cancer treatment in over 20 years. And this is so important because this is a disease that disproportionately affects women in lower-income countries. So a breakthrough here is absolutely huge.
The results from what's called the Interlace trial are, well, they're nothing short of astounding. By simply giving a short initial course of existing chemotherapy before the standard treatment, doctors were able to slash the risk of the cancer coming back by 35%. And, crucially, they reduced the risk of death by 40%. But you want to know the best part? The drugs they use are affordable and they are accessible to everyone right now.
And this brings us full circle. Remember this statistic? 70% of cancer deaths happen in low and middle-income countries. Breakthroughs are amazing, but they only truly change the world when people can actually get them. The Interlace trial is the perfect example of an innovation that can be put to use quickly and affordably right where it's needed the most.
So, we're left with this final question. The science is moving at light speed. It's giving us this incredible new arsenal of tools to predict, target, and treat cancer. The crucial next step, the challenge for all of us really, is figuring out how we get those tools into the hands of every single person who needs them, no matter where on Earth they live.